here locally in the community. Make sure y'all go check out New Cat Body by Jeremy Campbell.
That's right. It is Lions Talk with Jeremy Ballreich. I just want to say we're 8-3 in the division. Right now, we are still the kings of the North this season. We control our own destiny. And James Burgess comes in and says, engage panic mode. We only have a 3-game lead in the division with 6 to play. We're doomed. No, it isn't engage panic mode. We control our own destiny. All we got to do is keep doing what we do, is work on the game that's right in front of us. That being said, there's some Lion news that came out today. Some of it is a little concerning. Alex Anzalone may miss some time due to the injury suffered during the Packers game on Thursday. He has a wrist injury. He may not be able to play this week. I hope that he is okay and has a quick recovery. We need him on this defense. He has been by far our best defensive player, regardless what anybody thinks, leading the team in tackles and everything. That being said, with him being out to a playoff team, that was a huge thing on Thanksgiving. But can I say something else? Can we do away with the throw-up uniforms? I mean, the throwback uniforms on Thanksgiving? We've won 3 games since 1997 since we brought them back into the picture. Ugh. But we started moving Aiden Hutchinson to the outside linebacker position. We made Barnes the starter versus Rodrigo, who had started to struggle there at the middle linebacker position. And Barnes and Anzalone came around during that second half of the season. We started going to the zone and not doing that soft shell zone. We started playing a little closer to the line and making defensive adjustments at halftime in every game. You can even say in that horrible first half versus the Panthers, we made a defensive adjustment. We held them down. We didn't allow them but 60 yards in the second half of that game. So will this be what lights the fire under Aaron Glenn's ass? Neil, I'm just going over a little bit of the Lions news and some thoughts that I had. I think I needed to get out here and do it. This is normally my solo show day. I only had one guest Friday, but you had your post-game show too, so I ain't mad at you. I love you. Nothing but love, brother. You got your Michigan gear on? I'll bring you on tonight, Neil. I'll send you a link. Let me know. But I want to see that out of Aaron Glenn. We haven't seen it all season. And what I'm going to say will shock you. We had 5 games where we blitzed on average of 40.1%. The low side was like 28.9. The high side was 71% of passing dropbacks. And that's between the Falcons and the Raiders. It was the Falcons, the Packers game 1, we blitzed them a lot. Then Tampa Bay, then Carolina, and the Raiders. Braylon Dennis is giving Neil some stuff. Yeah, that's right. He's supposed to come on this show wearing Michigan gear. That was the bet. Come on now. Let me know. I'll bring you in. But a lot of things happened there. We fired Aubrey Pleasant, and rightfully so. The DBs weren't doing nothing. They weren't improving. As a matter of fact, they regressed the further into the season we got, and they continued to regress. But the passing game defense actually got worse after that point, and it hasn't improved. Our passing game defense ranks right now at around 21st in the league. And in the beginning of the season, through the first 7 games, we were ranked in the top 10. He'll pay up. I'm just giving him some crap because I can, and he knows it. What a great game. And what a way for it to be sealed. What did I say it was going to come down to, Neil, when we talked about it? I said it was going to come back to quarterback play. I didn't lie. But that's what I want to see out of Aaron Glenn. I want to see that fire because and we got a bunch of players back healthy at the same time. Will we see Bruce Irvin this game to be on that pass rush? I'd like to see that. He's putting it on now. I'll send you the link, brother. Just give me a second. And for the love of God, get Bugs in the game. Well, number one, I'd love to see Bugs back, but I think Bugs is on his way out, and I'm going to tell you why. After the Ravens game, he got in Aaron Glenn's face because he talked about the chemistry he disrupted, how he was playing better on the line. And this is not a player's job to do, but I understand why he did it because he's right. You cannot sit a defensive captain for a guy that's been injured to come back and play his first game because Charles Harris was our defensive D-line captain. He was voted that by the players. It disrupted our chemistry not having him there. Even though he hasn't done much in the pass rush, he is one of the guys that helps sets the edge in the run game. And what did the Ravens do to us? They ran all over us. So having him on that opposite side of Hutch or Comiskey or whoever's in, it made a big difference in that game. That email is sent there, Neil. I couldn't do the sharing one because we're live already. I got to do that prior to going live. But it was not Bug's place to do that. This is the end, my friend. We can't defend. I'm not going to go the woe is me. I am not. Because you know what? We control our own destiny. We have 3 games to really be worried about. Broncos at home, Minnesota, and at Dallas. If we win the other 3 games, we're still good. Because we have a 2.5 game lead. That's what it all boils down to. It's going to come down to week 18. Hey, Mike, what's up, boy? Mike Kimber in the house. Hey, I'm not doing woe is me. You see, I'm wearing a custom black Hendon Hooker jersey, as I said I would get. I did order it. I am a man of my word. I live in Flint, and I'm proud to wear a hooker on my back. Will our O-line rebound to its former glory? I think they will make it worth it. Fire jersey. Yeah, I love this jersey. You know, there isn't one like it out there. This was comedic stuff aside. Everybody does realize 27 months we were hands down, no arguments, the worst franchise in the NFL. Yes. Oh, absolutely. The Quintrasha era made us such a joke. It was awful. And let's enjoy the ride. Listen to what Brad Holmes said prior to the season. Every team's goal is the Super Bowl, but he gave us a realistic expectation. We expect to make a splash in the playoffs and be better next year because of more cap room. Did he not say that up front? He said this prior to the season. Every team's goal is the Super Bowl. Yeah, Quinn Trasha did destroy this team. They ran off every bit of talent we had and couldn't develop a player any more than they could develop the old Polaroid film because they forgot to dip it in the lacquer. It just never stayed developed. It just faded away into nothing. Matt Patricia ran off what? Glover Quinn, Quandre Diggs. Who else did he run off? He made Damon Snacks, Harrison bad. You say take advantage of the opportunity now. We have no money. And yes, I agree with that 100%, Lions, at Lions Chat Talk by Chat Sports. Yes. And Sheila Brad Dan has rebuilt something better. King SJ saying, hey, JB. And the best news, and the reason why I'm wearing this on the podcast tonight, Dan Campbell comes out in the presser and says, Hendon Hooker will be activated to start practicing with the team this week. So it is very apropos that I am wearing this jersey and out here defending everything I've said since last year. And I'm going to say it again. With the way Jared Goff has played the last 2 weeks, does anybody he's still getting that bag? And welcome to the show, Neil, aka the Bandit.
You got me.
Oh, is that a Mr. Smith jersey? Is that a Mr. Smith jersey there? Oh yeah, he's got to get his hat on too. He's got to go all out. I said I wanted to see some gear. He's a man of his word, and I love him.
Go Blue.
Is that your cousin?
Here's my nephew's jersey. Go
Or
Blue.
nephew. I knew it was your family. I thought so. What was his name again?
Davion Smith.
Yeah, Davion. I remember him. All I got to say is, hail to the victors valiant, the leaders and best. So now that he gets to practice with the team now, because Dan Campbell set up, Hendon Hooker is being activated to the practice to play. He gets to be the third quarterback on the active roster without counting against the 53-man cap and actually be there. So when we face a running quarterback, our defense can be prepared. How huge is this? How huge is this to you, Neil?
I think it's huge to put some pressure on Goff to come get his shit right and get his shit back together. Do you hear me normally?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. I want to make sure.
What I do want to say is after the last 2 weeks, there is no way in hell I'm giving Goff a bag, no matter how he does the rest of the season.
No matter how bad he does, you say no matter how he does the rest of the season?
Yep.
Now, if he turn around and get his shit together, man, and play like he played,
I'm not giving him a bag.
I'm not gonna.
There ain't no way.
Million. I never wanted to give him $50 million.
Yeah, but there was people who saying give him 45 plus. I'm not there. He don't deserve it.
And you're like,
he got 40. And I said the 18.2% with what the cap goes up next year, it breaks down to 41.2 million.
Yeah, but I say about
I'm not giving him a penny more than that.
You're my quarterback right now. You're my quarterback.
He stopped being my quarterback with 3 picks in one game and 3 fumbles in the other. I care less how much under pressure he was. You got to do better at ball security than that.
That's always been a big issue for Goff, ball security. But
he hasn't been fumbling like that. He hasn't been fumbling like that. This year, I gave up on Goff last season. You can ask Neil. When he first met me, I said I wasn't ready to sign Goff, didn't I?
Yeah, I've been trying to get him on the golf train.
You can't get me on that. I disagree that Goff is going to be the guy going forward. I said as soon as we drafted Hooker, Goff is going to be trade bait, and I'm still standing by that.
I think we signed him. I think we signed him to a 2-3 year deal.
I hope not. I hope not.
I hope so. I believe in Goff, man.
That performance against two bad teams has taken me off of Goff completely.
Now let's get this. That Packers game, our O line did not perform.
I don't care. You got to hold on to the ball better than that.
You know who getting a payday off that last game though? Jonah Jackson. You got to resign him now.
I'm drafting the next one. You know who's getting paid by me? Graham Glasgow.
He's been all the way back to the quarterback.
The whole O-line played like crap because we played 3 games in 10 days. They were fatigued.
Yeah, it was fatigued, but he was getting bull. Man, I was like, wow.
I said this, and people can get mad and they can leave my channel if they want, because my opinion is my opinion. I said when we drafted Hooker, you watch. If he doesn't take a team-friendly deal, he's not going to be here next season. Because of one key sentence when Dan Campbell talked to Hendon Hooker.
And you got to think, Brad Holmes been following Hooker since high school.
Yeah, since the 8th grade, when he was 15 years old.
Like I said,
10 years he'd been scouting that mofo.
Yeah.
He became friends with his dad because after he'd get out of school, he'd do his homework at that middle school football field. They met because the football field was across from his apartment while he was doing his finish-up studies at the University of North Carolina. Chapel, I don't remember. It wasn't the big one. It was the one in Greensboro, North Carolina, Greensboro. That's what it was. So he would go across the street on Friday nights, and he ended up sitting next to Hendon Hooker's dad. And that's how he'd relax. Will, I only brought Neil in because he's paying up a debt to society.
Oh man, how the world is this? Oh man.
How about that? Did Marvin Harrison get a touchdown that game?
Nah. I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either. As a matter of fact, the first pass.
The lose, you feel me, it was hard, but at least we didn't get blown out, you feel me? It came down to the wire, man. So,
well, that's because, like the Bears, but they're better than the Bears, they took their foot off the gas in the second half. You say what you want. They scored a touchdown to get a big enough lead. They didn't have to worry about it.
They was only up by 3. I don't know.
They ended the game up by, what was it, 7?
Michigan won. Let's not even talk about it no more.
Oh, no, that one. They won by 6. That's right. And how many missed field goals did Ohio State have?
I don't even know. I didn't catch the game to the third quarter.
Oh, they would have had. It would have been a tie game if they made the two field goals. Let's put it that way. So, like last year, they had a kicker that couldn't come through in the clutch.
Man, let me tell you about that kicker, man. I went all the way to Atlanta, Georgia last year, to the college playoff, to watch that kicker miss that ball at the end of the game. I'm tired.
And that was not a cheap ticket.
Man, I'm tired
Noah
of
Ruggles,
man. For real. I feel like he's Ohio State's downfall, kicker. But we didn't talk about college football, man. We talk about these Lions.
But you know, you guys started in an experienced quarterback, and it showed. His decision making was a little off. Those 2 key interceptions, the one at the start the game and the one at the end of the game, pretty much sealed the deal. It was a great game. I'm not going to lie. It was a good game. But the craziest game was Alabama at Auburn.
That was crazy.
4th and 31, and John Milroe hits a back corner fade shot.
You gotta love rival weekend, man. You gotta love rival weekend.
That was fire. And Dan Davis says it's Hooker time in 2024. Book it. And the reason why I'm going to say that I felt this way ever since we drafted Hendon Hooker is after I watched Inside the Den when they showed when Dan Campbell talked to Hendon Hooker specifically. He goes, "Man, I'm happy to have you here. We just want you to get healthy. I want you to absorb the playbook. I want you to learn everything you can from golf this year and be ready to go in 2024. Those are specific words. Is it not?
That's specific. Like,
That's very specific words, right? Is it not?
Yeah, that's he basically telling y'all his game plan.
Right. He just laid it out that Goff is not the guy in 2024, whether he's playing for his spot or he's gone. He just told us this in that phone call.
Goff got a couple more years here, man.
Yeah, he's got one more. He's got one more year on the. And Neil and Jeremy says bear down. Hey, the only time I say bear down is that hunting cap.
my thing with golf, like golf's not a bad quarterback, okay? Okay, we got elite quarterbacks, and then we got what do they call them? Game manager. Golf is in the middle of that, okay? He's in the own little bracket. He's not elite, but he's not a game manager. So like,
look at the Lions Rumble. Look what Lions Rumble just said to you, Neil, in the chat. Oh, hi. No.
I feel like Mike is AG's lawyer. I've got to be golf lawyer on here. Golf's not a bad quarterback, man.
I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. Nowhere have I said that. He's an average to above average quarterback. When everything is right, he can have an elite game. When everything is wrong, he can't win a game. As we just saw. When everything is wrong, he cannot win. He cannot put the team on his back and win.
But that's not saying nothing new that we don't know.
Oh, we do know. We just saw it. He could not put the team on his back and win.
Yeah, that's not saying we knew that already with golf. We know golf can't do it by itself. We know that you got to have everything around golf.
Right. So wouldn't you rather take a chance, and just hypothetically, on a guy who put a team that was a 4-win team on the map in Tennessee? Oh, you didn't want to think about that part of it, did you?
Yeah. My thing is this. I understand what you're coming from, Jamie, but look at this, though. Think about it like this. We already have everything almost around golf. You feel me? So let's get these last couple pieces and go win the Super Bowl. Then we can move on from golf. Our best chance to win a Super Bowl is right now is with this team is with golf.
And I don't think we're going to win a Super Bowl with golf. I got this aching gut feeling we're going to be one and done. And it won't be just because of golf. Hear me out. It's going to be at the fault of golf and AG at the same time.
You're not doing the AG talk.
Oh, yeah, I am. Because one of my topics, I'm going to give it to you right now. Watch this. Will this loss light a fire under Aaron Glenn, Mr. Inconsistency, and make him start to use players right like last year?
Other than the first couple drives of the game, okay? In the late game touchdown.
We didn't stop them till they took their foot off the gas. I ain't even going to go there. You stop. Stop.
I said I didn't want to do it tonight.
AG is not a top 10 defensive coordinator.
I never said he was.
So, okay. That's a great point by Lions Rumble. Goff isn't mobile. We need a QB who can extend plays. A QB that is athletic, not just a statue, correct?
Correct.
Hendon Hooker, what did he do when he was at Tennessee? He would make his reads. If they weren't there, what was he able to do?
I ain't watching that.
You better go watch it, because When that
know,
pocket started to
White
break down and he couldn't make his reads, he could run. What did he do in 2 years? 55 throwing touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and a total of 20 rushing touchdowns over 2 years. And it was only a year and a half because he got out in the 8th game.
I just said right now we shouldn't. This year, I don't even think he should be.
I just think he should be practicing to be able to get familiar with the playbook and be ready to go next year. And I am very okay with wherever Ben Johnson goes. If it's one of those teams that don't have an established quarterback, and let's see. There's already teams that are saying they want him, according to reports I read by Tom Pellisario, Ian Rappaport,
Carolina.
and Adam Schefter. And guess what the list of teams are? There's the Commanders, the Patriots, the Raiders, the Chargers, and the Panthers. The Panthers and the Chargers are the only two that have an established quarterback, correct?
Right.
So if he goes to any one of those other 3 teams, which will all be picking in the top 15, they've got the draft capital to make a move to get Goff, right?
Yeah, Carolina don't.
Yeah, Carolina ain't got no first round pick. So I hope Ben Johnson doesn't go there because that's a dumpster fire. I mean, anybody that won't even give their head coach a second season to see if he can turn things around with a rebuild, that's a bad owner to work for.
Yeah, how you fire somebody that rebuild, bro? Like 11 games in the season. Man.
Yeah, last year it was what? He fired Rule 13 games in.
Oh,
We want draft picks, plural. Absolutely. What I'm saying is the move, the team that I want it to go to, I want him to go to the Patriots. You send Ben Johnson to the Patriots, put Goff over there, get their first and their third round pick. That's all I need. We will be picking in the top 15 in the bottom half, too, then. That's a win-win, ain't it?
yes, well,
That's a win-win situation.
Goff ain't going nowhere, man. He'll be here.
Yep, Josh Dobbs is the first player in NFL history to have 3 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns in 3 games at 3 different teams. So I take it they're doing well right now, right? Are the Vikings up?
I had the game on, and then you had message saying to pay my debt, so I'll be wearing this jersey all month.
Oh, okay. So you'll be here Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Right now, I know Justin Fields was balling when I seen him.
Oh, look, they're up 3-0 right now.
Yeah, they up.
And they're way back there, 2nd and 4 at the Minnesota 18. As much as I hate to say it, they better bear down. They better not take their foot off the gas like they get against Detroit, or Vikings will bite them too.
Yeah, Justin Fields is 14 from 17 with 102 yards.
Whew.
And Josh Dobbs is 1 for 3 with an interception.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, this is going exactly how we wanted it to go right now. I want to see that throughout the whole game. Oh, Will Vogue says, I'm back in FTP. That's right, that is my secondary sponsor. It is FTP. No, it is not the florist. Who is it there, Neil?
Fuck the Packers.
Yeah, fuck the Packers.
Yeah, we owe them one.
You know what? They owed us one. We went in their house and smacked them in the mouth. We got big and puffy. We stuck our chests out. Did you see my reel today?
No, I was at.
I posted a reel on Facebook. Hey, you haven't been here for a minute.
Yeah.
I got a message last Wednesday, and it shocked the hell out of me. Facebook has called me a professional content writer, and I got a chance to make money, so I got to start making the reels.
Oh yeah, take that.
So I got to start posting shorts. I got to make sure my podcast goes to my Facebook profile. So make sure you go over there, click the like, put a comment in, because all of it counts. I want to get paid by December 23. That'll be a nice Christmas bonus for me. Do you know how much you can make a month off of Facebook?
I have no idea. I haven't even got into the.
They said it could be up to $30,000 a month.
Maybe that's something I need to look into.
I guess I need to look into that. Hey, you do enough reels, you get enough people liking them. But like when I put my intro up on there, that's what did it for me. I put that intro up there. I had 300 views in 2 days. I've already got 100 views today on that. Let's go.
Right now, this podcasting.
Yep. And I didn't do it to make money.
All the
I didn't do this to make money. You know what I did this for? To get my ugly mug for radio on TV. I did it to talk about sports. You know it. I love sports. I love the fans. And Will Vogel says my channel's doing pretty well. That's awesome, Will. But and I love the fact that Hendon Hooker's going to be practicing because now he's going to get that experience he needs to have the playbook learned by next season. Does this mean Tyler Engstrom comes up to be the offensive coordinator? Does this mean we go somewhere else? We don't know. But one thing I do know is Hendon Hooker has a master's degree in leadership and management. Do you know who has master's degree in leadership and management degrees in this country?
President.
CEOs, CFOs, and presidents. Yes. So he's a leader of men on and off the field, is what I'm getting at. That's a huge quality that you cannot put enough value in.
The only time we'll tell what's going to happen. We don't know what Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell thinking.
Politicians and preachers also take that. Absolutely, Lions Rumble. And great quarterbacks. Guess who else had a minor in leadership and management? Joe Montana. Tom Brady. Even Brian Greasy. Speaking of which, do you know he's the only NFL rookie quarterback to have won a national championship his senior year with his college, and as a rookie year received a Super Bowl ring?
I did not know that.
Because he backed up John Elway. Damn, that's just a disgrace. I don't think an Ohio State quarterback's ever done that.
You know what?
I couldn't help it. Sorry, I had to go there.
Go blue. Go blue.
Oh, hi. No. Jeremy wearing that shirt got me watching tonight. Oh, look at Brian Stover's in the house.
I just came over to let you know I will be paying today. I will be on here Wednesday. Had a long day.
Yep. We're going to go live at 9 o'clock as usual.
I got school tomorrow.
Hey, congratulations. I'm glad you're going to school. So you're learning a little bit more about the broadcasting side of things, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's an awesome thing.
Hey, if you're going to do something, you got to do it 100%.
Right. I mean, do you want to know how I learned?
How you learn?
I learned from being on with great guys like Kurt Steele, Jim Bordeaux, Micro Mike. I've been on with him. I've met Dosa Dion through that channel. I've met Mark Orum's Forum. I've met a lot of great guys. I met Anthony from Roar of the Lions UK.
Yeah, I know Anthony. I know I work with Anthony. I work with Luke G.
I think they're all amazing, and they all have it. They all have their nuances. They all have their niche. Me, I'm a smartass. I come up with these little nicknames and everything else, and that's my niche. You know, like Minnesota, Chicago.
Yeah, everything I learned in podcasting, I learned from other people, but there's a lot of this stuff I've learned by myself.
Exactly.
But if I can get the tricks of the trade from somebody who knows it, of course I'm gonna do it. So you're never too old to learn anything. So that's what I did.
I wish there wasn't all these. I appreciate you. You know, we learn from each other. We do. I learned different things, how to be a little more emphatic, how to be a little more energetic, because you have a different energy about your show. And I'm picking up on it. As in case you didn't notice, I'm getting a little more animated when I do my stuff. Yeah, you like that, don't you? That being said, the Lions control their own destiny. All they got to do is face the opponent ahead of them and win. I don't care if it's a point. I don't care if it's double digits. Just win, baby. Just win. I don't want to be at the end of the year where we're doing that Marv Levy playoffs. I don't want to be that guy.
I really don't.
I'm tired of being
No.
that guy. We were that guy last year. I don't want to be that guy.
All right, Jeremy, I'm going to lay it down. I can see you Wednesday.
All right. Thank you.
All right, everybody.
Peace,
Go Blue.
Peace, love, and chicken grease, brother.
Go Blue.
I'm going to take you out.
All right, brother.
That being said, this right here, talking with the fans, and for the love of God, run the ball. Yes, yes. But the O-line wasn't opening holes. As a matter of fact, our O-line looked like Swiss cheese. I'm not going to lie. Neil's out. Neil was a good guy. He came in and paid his debt to society. He made a bet with me. I'm waiting for the other part of that bet to come through. Cash App is waiting, Neil. No, it's just enough to keep him out for this game coming up for right now. He's still a game time decision. There's a chance he might play. But if he doesn't play, I want to see Trevor Nowatzki on the field. You can't have a guy that fast, that tall, that big, who tackles well and covers well, just sitting as an inactive player if you're number one defensive guy. Hopefully, the longer break charges the team's batteries for. Yeah, it should. I mean, we played 3 games in 10 days, and the O-line looked like it. They were gassed. They couldn't block for crap. I mean, let's face it. We were a sieve. I blame Goff for the fumbles because ball security is his problem. It's been a problem with him. And yes, he does run like a baby giraffe with the ball. But what he does do well, he hasn't done well for 2 weeks, and that's ball security. We saw him go, 11 games straight without an interception. And now we haven't seen him go more than a game and a half without an interception. And that's troubling to me. And that's why I'm wearing the hooker. But I want to see Trevor Nowatzki this game. I would like to see Broderick Martin actually play. I don't think we're ever going to see Bugs take the field because him and AG are at war. And we may have missed Jonah tremendously. I think it's because we were tired because we didn't miss Jonah that much in the Bears game. The holes were there. We ran the ball well. We even ran the ball well the second half versus Green Bay because they took their foot off the gas. But we need to establish that run early. We can't let it be the end of the game. Because you know what? You know what we're going to see next week on Sunday? Not only should we see the Lions beat the Saints, we should see this. Because Coy Walker and the Green Bay Packers are going to lose at home again because they face off against Kansas City, who hit their stride last week. I don't know if you watched that game. It looked ugly in the first half, but all of a sudden, Rashee Rice couldn't miss. He didn't have a single drop the entire game. Isaiah Pacheco started running like he used to. It was a different team. I saw something flip in that team at the halftime. It was good to see them get back to form because it was starting to look ugly for Kansas City. I think the O-line will rebound. I think they will have a good blocking game versus the Saints. The Saints are missing a lot right now. I mean, yes, we said that about the Packers, but it was a short week and we didn't have a lot of game preparation. Yes, I'm sure Quay will shove a medical staff on Sunday if given a chance. Yeah, absolutely. That being said, I know, Will, you'll be here Wednesday, right? I want to give a shout out to my real sponsor, which is Gloss Negron of Saginaw area. In the Tri Cities, he's one of the best window tinners out there. He was voted the best window tinner in Saginaw. Give him a call. Set your appointment. He also does auto detailing. 989-443-9240. Check him out. He does great work. I mean, look at this Maserati. It's just so clean. That's so sweet. Love that job he did on that. And I was there when he did this one, the 300 C class. That is one bad mofo right there. Good, good, good. I am glad you will be here Wednesday and Friday. Well, this was supposed to be a solo show, but Neil came in the chat and he owed me a debt and he paid half of it. The other half I will be expecting shortly. I want to say thank you to each and one of you fans. I expect Jack Campbell to be playing at middle linebacker for a change instead of outside linebacker or edge. It would be a nice thing to see. Maybe we could move Hutchinson to outside linebacker to fill his spot. Oh my God, what a concept. Put him where he was successful last year. Hallelujah. Because seeing Hutch in a 3-point stance is not present. Yes, people, please. I see there are 7 watching. I don't know where you're watching. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment. Make sure you go over to YouTube, subscribe, share it with all your Lions fans. I love doing this. Would I like to get paid for it? Of course. But you know what? It's not necessary. It really isn't. I do it because I love it and I love the Lions. That's why I'm passionate. I still think we're winning the North. And to the Packer fans, as you start to lose going forward, I know you got a weak schedule just like us and you expect to roll through it. Oh boy, I don't expect you to make the playoffs. I don't expect the Bears to make the playoffs. And I'm hoping the Bears continue what they're doing right now and lead this game. Oh, another interception by Dobbs. I sang it last week. Or have a cold. I'm trying to save my voice, so I won't sing it tonight. Before Down the Field will be sang Friday. I guarantee it. Thank you for watching. Kneecap biting with the Motor City Lions. This has been Lions Talk with Jeremy Ballreich. I love you guys. I am smoking Jeremy B. I love talking Lions football. I love going into details of the news that I give out. Chase Burgess, there's a +1. We're winning the North. There's 6 games left. We're 8-3, and no one else is really any good, despite us making the Puckers look competent by accident. Would it be crazy if the Bears win out and everybody else loses a game here and they catch everybody, take second, and be the other team that gets in from the North? How crazy would that be? Think about that for a minute. They've already faced all their hard opponents. They've faced the losses they should. Packers should be renamed the Fakers. No, no, no. I'm gonna go. If you're on Facebook and you follow me, go check out the reel I did about Kings of the North. I think you'll like it. Put a little AC/DC Back in Black with it. I thought that was a good apropos song for that too. Because hey, after what I saw on Thursday, let's get rid of the throwbacks. Bring back the black jerseys for Thanksgiving. I'd love seeing Field save Everflus's job. Guarantees mediocrity for years. Yes. Yes, that's where I'm at. Save Eberflus and Poles. That way all they do is get rid of Getsy. They'll probably bring in somebody like Frank Reich. We all know how good he is with mobile quarterbacks. Wow. 4th and 9. Chicago has to punt. Well, I'm going to go enjoy this game. Everybody have a great night. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before, because that's the only way to make the world a better place. It's been great talking with y'all. I just wanted to share the news that came out today because it was pretty big news. Oh, that and Will Vogel's Carolina Panthers have not only fired Frank Reich, they also fired their assistant head coach, Deuce Staley, the former Lions running back coach, today. So he's out there. Could we bring him home? Would it hurt? I don't think it would. I'd like to bring him back. Have a great night, everybody.